Hey guys, it's Spiffyguy and I'm back here with another update on the Cold Steel Trailhawk modifications that I've been doing. As I mentioned, I've been working on the head here. I just kind of want to give you an idea of what I'm looking at. This is the before, and you can see it's kind of has that pitted look a little bit. I get the camera to focus here. There you go. Kind of see the pitted look there. So what I did is I've got it a lot shinier. There's still some imperfections in it, but I've come to the realization that I could spend a lot of time on this with hand tools and things like that, and you know, get it all nice, perfect, and shiny. But I just kind of want to get it out there and use it. So that's where I'm at. So let me show you what I've been using. I was using some 500 grit sandpaper, and obviously that was pretty hard to do, pretty lengthy. So I went and got some stuff from Harbor Freight. I only have a drill press. I don't have a like a grinding wheel and all that sort of stuff. So I kind of have to use what sort of tools I have. So I picked up these fiber discs, and essentially what they are sort of a sandpaper disc. They come in a medium and a fine. This is the green is a fine, and this is, according to the back of this, the medium is an 80 to 100 grit, and the fine is a 120 to an 80. They're really cool. They just kind of screw in there, and then you put that in your chuck, and I've been using that on the bottom going back and forth. So I've been doing the medium and then the fine, and then I've been coming back. I got this big old ball here. This was about $4, and this is a 400 grit, and so this is real nice because you can kind of get into all the nooks and the crannies of the shape of the thing. And then then after that, I have once again Harbor Freight. You get those 20% off coupons. Use it every purchase. You can save some cash. It's not the best stuff in the world, but for my non-professional uses, it's great. So this is just like a little cotton pad, and I got some compound from them. So I put a little white compound on this, kind of buff it up, get it all nice and shiny, and then I take a one that doesn't have any compound on it and just kind of go back over it, and that's what I got. It's kind of shiny, it's kind of nice. It does I have rounded a little bit the edges here, and then in particular that little sweep you can see right there. So what I probably will do once I'm completely done is I'll come back with a file and just get that bevel going that way to sharpen it up a little bit. And that'll give me a nice spot if I wanted to strike a fire steel there. And then once again, I will square off the spine here so I can, do a fire steel if I need to. It's not really a requirement. This is more of a chopping type tool, but it's nice to have versatility. So I just wanted to show that to you guys. And what I'm going to do next is get this side completely done. Alright, so this is sort of what I came up with. This is the one side I originally did, and this is the other side. It's a little bit more pitted on it, but I kind of, I'll be honest, I kind of got lazy and tired of doing it. It's shiny. It's a lot smoother than it was. I did nick it right there, taking it off the buffing wheel. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. It's shiny. That's kind of what I was going for. And a little bit more metal-ish and not coated. So the next thing I need to do is work on the handle. So the handle is not too exciting. I may at some point get a piece of hickory and carve me one, but essentially I just went ahead and sanded it down, smoothed it out a little bit. I don't want it too smooth because I'll lose traction on it. Up here I kind of trimmed off all those all the chunks out of there, and sanded it a little bit, but I don't want to sand it too much because I want to make sure that I don't lose the grip on the head there. And I'm not really too worried about it. I don't plan on taking the head on and off, so I'm not really too worried about that. But I went ahead and sanded the whole thing, and now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put a couple coats of boiled linseed oil on there. And actually what I'm thinking about doing, honestly, is putting some marks in there. I like the idea of the sort of the graduated ruler look. Start at the bottom, kind of go up an inch, and I've got a wood burner, so I might wood burn some lines in there that might be fun to do before I do the boiled linseed oil. Probably shouldn't be applying heat to boiled linseed oil. But anyway, and then pretty much it will be done. I am going to replace this sheath at some point, and we'll do that next. What I think I'm going to do is just have a piece that would be just about like that, and then have a flap that comes over with a snap up at the top. I saw that online. It looks kind of nice, so I may try to do that one. This one's not bad as far as fitting. It doesn't secure very well on there, and I don't really have a snap kit, so I got to figure that out. I don't really like snaps too much, but I need to figure out how to do it on leather. So that's a whole project in and of itself. Alright guys, this is what I came out with. I have wood burned rings every inch, and I have some Viking runes, and it started to thunderstorm and lightning while I was putting the runes on, so hopefully I have not incurred Thor's wrath. The idea behind this is, you know, every inch I can lay this down and kind of roughly measure things. It's not going to be precise, but you know, it's just something kind of interesting to do, and it adds a little bit of grip to it. The wood burner did put a little bit of a groove in there, and so I can definitely feel it. I am going to sand it again with just you know, a high grade sandpaper, just kind of smooth it up just a little bit, and then we'll stick some boiled linseed oil on there. So if you haven't worked with boiled linseed before, which I really haven't done a whole lot, but you definitely need to be careful. The fumes are flammable, and so are the rags. The rags can spontaneously combust. So my plan is to use gloves while I apply it, and I'll apply a coat on there, and probably do 2 coats, because this wood will probably soak up quite a bit of it, and I'm hoping that it'll darken it up a little bit. Once I'm done with that, I'll take the rags and just put them outside in a spot where I can set them on fire and burn them. And that way I don't have to worry about them spontaneously combusting in my trash can or anything like that. So just some safety tips there. So let's get that boiled linseed oil on there and see how it looks then. Okay guys, so here we are. We have wood burned in our markings and our Viking runes. We have we've put a couple coats of boiled linseed on the handle itself, and then we polished up the head. So the next thing obviously is to sharpen the blade and rework the sheath. I think I might try to salvage this sheath just because I do like the color of it. It's kind of ratty, but whatever. But pull this off and do some sort of lacing mechanism to get it to come behind the pole here, you know, like a strap around there. I loosen it up, you pull it off, that sort of thing. So anyway, there's the plan. I have a new king stone, which I'll talk about in another video, and I'll probably use that to sharpen this up. I need to look in a little bit more into it as far as you know, convexing using the king stone, because I do believe that this is designed to be a convex head and not the traditional Scandi that I would find on a knife. So there you go. That ends, I guess, part 2 of it. And like I said, we'll work the sheath and we'll sharpen that blade up, and we'll get back and talk about how and what I did at that point. So I want to encourage you guys to go out and modify your own gear. That's the whole point of buying it, is to make it your own.